Hey guys, so today I'm leaving the house in 15 minutes and I thought I would just sit and film a quick video for you guys. It's really casual, I don't have any makeup on. I'll explain in a second, but before you do anything, please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. It would make me really happy if you did that. But yeah, so I am going to like a family party thing for my cousin, but I call her my auntie's birthday, and I offered to go early to look after my cousins. So my cousin Hattie, who is 8, and Charlie, who's 5, I think. He never runs out of energy, so that's going to be an interesting job, but I thought I would take the pressure off of my mum and my auntie who are like organising it, and I would try and help. And I'm bringing all my makeup with me and a change of clothing so that I can get ready later on in the evening. But yeah, I just thought I would film a video with my cup of tea, casual. I switched up from Isabel's mug this time. I'm using my rainbow mug, which I got from the cafe where I work before it, you know, changed owners and shut down. So I don't work there anymore. I don't have a job. I thought I would sit and talk to you about how I deal with exam stress. All of my friends are going to start laughing from that point onwards because I don't deal with exam stress. I get really stressed out. I'm currently, for those of you who don't know, doing my A-levels, so I'm in year 13, and I'm still a really stressy person, but when I was in year 11 doing my GCSEs, I cannot count the amount of panic attacks that I had at that point. And I didn't have any panic attacks last year, and I haven't had any this year so far, so clearly I'm doing something right. Clearly I've managed to stop those. So I just thought I'd give you tips, advice, things that help me to do revision stuff. I'm just gonna slip in there what I do for revision. So at the minute I'm just answering a bunch of questions from the textbook, possible exam questions. I'm just writing all of them so that can help me revise, and you know, that's the way I'm doing it. Or that's what I'm doing for psychology. With English I'm just going to reread the books and practice annotating extracts, and with sociology, God knows what I'm doing with sociology. Mind maps, I guess. I'm not good at sociology. Okay, tip number 1. Have a relaxing drink, or always have a drink with you when you're revising, or even when you're not, because have your tea to calm you down, have water to keep you hydrated, because I feel like when I revise I forget about everything else around me. We have to stay hydrated. This is cranberry and raspberry tea, by the way. And by the way, when I revise, my revision gets like, it's completely different to any other time of the year. When I'm revising an exam week, I'm literally like, I'll work for like an hour and then I'll have like a 15-minute break and do that like as much as I can. So I'll do like 4 or 5 hours a day, whereas when I normally revise when it's not exam time, I don't really revise at home anyway. So I turn into a very different person when it comes to exam week, and I do all my work during the day, so the evening is my time to myself. So that would probably be like my tip number 1, because I feel like if you go out during the day and by the time you get home at like 6 in the evening and you're like, oh yeah, like I've got time to revise, you do, but that's your time where you want to start unwinding and relaxing, and so I feel like you don't actually get as much done. So I'd recommend not trying to stress yourself out by planning loads of stuff during study leave or any of that. Maybe if you plan stuff, plan it in the evening so you don't have to worry about it, but make sure you always get an early night. That's my tip. Even over half term, I've been falling asleep at like 11, half 11, but I've been like in bed by 10. Even if you can't sleep, you know you're trying to relax, and it also means that you're more likely to wake up earlier, which also helps. So it means that you don't... These bloody birds. I mean, I don't set alarms in the morning, so I don't say like, right, I'm gonna wake up at 8 and start revision at 9, because that will just stress me out if I oversleep or if I'm really tired. And if I'm really tired, then I'm not gonna do my best at revision. So by going to bed earlier and waking up earlier, then it means that I have more time to revise, but I'm also not as stressed about it. My third tip would be to have something to escape to, in a way. So whether that is a TV show that you love watching, or a book, or a person you can talk to, just something that will get your mind off of everything that you're doing, because I'm a really stressy person. So even when I'm not revising, I worry about the amount of revision I've done or what I haven't done, because at that point I'm like too tired to do anything else. It just stresses me out for no reason. So if you have something else you can like delve into to kind of completely take your mind off of it, then that is great, that'll work wonders. Another thing is make sure you're eating right, because I know that during study leave it means that you're at home all the time, and I know that people can often like skip breakfast, or you forget to make lunch because you're not normally making lunch at your own house, you're normally having it at school or your parents are making it for you. So make sure you eat right, because that's going to really help you when you try and revise. Another thing to kind of stop the stress of revising, whenever I feel that anyone who's kind of had panic attacks or even just been in stressful situations, you get that feeling in your stomach where you know that you're about to start panicking and you can feel it happening. I try so hard just to stop it there. So just stop whatever I'm doing, just take a deep breath and just breathe and be like, okay, I don't want to panic, that's not going to help me, that's just going to make everything worse. So the way that I will fix this is by keeping on what I'm doing and just like deep breathing and just try and move over it, because otherwise you know that the panicking is going to take up your whole day. It's going to ruin everything you're doing. So actually it would be counterproductive to panic. So try and stop yourself. Another thing to help with revision is meet up with other people. Like, I'm going into school to meet up with some of my friends from one of my classes to help revise for one of our exams. We don't need to go into school, but we all need help, and by working in a group it means that we can get like more done and we can help each other. Let's say if I don't know something but one of my friends does, or vice versa, I can help with that. Another thing I would say is go outside if you can. I've been cooped up in my room for days now. I haven't gone outside in the sunshine for a very long time, because I know that as soon as I go outside I'm going to get distracted. Let's say you take like an hour off for lunch, go outside, go enjoy the fresh air, go and, you know, change out of your pyjamas and go and get some coffee or something, like, you know. Another one that helps me whilst I'm revising and also to de-stress is to light candles. I have one candle on my like desk, which I don't know if you can see, it's like right there. That is the one that I like when I'm revising, so I kind of associate that smell with like, okay, it's time to revise. And then I've got this big one here from my friends Amy and Henry for my birthday that I'm like nearly out of, that I use when I'm like trying to relax and unwind. One of the things I would say, that not like obviously helping with stress, but if you are going to go out, I mean, I wouldn't recommend going clubbing during exam period, because like, this is personal preference, I'm useless the next day. Like, even if I'm not hungover, I'm so tired and I just don't want to do anything. So if you are gonna go out, like maybe for like a meal with someone or for a casual drink, take that time out to relax. Make sure you have time for yourself and to see other people, and you know, have fun in the getting ready and the getting like all your makeup done and your hair done, because when it comes to exams, when you go into exams, you're going to be looking like an absolute slob. That's just the way it is. Another thing that helps me feel a lot less stressed, I don't have a dog or an animal or a pet, but Matthew does. Playing with his dog is the most de-stressing thing I can ever do. I know that sounds really silly, but it works. I promise you it does. Find a dog, find a friend with a dog, go and play with their dog. You'll feel so much better, I promise. Another thing about kind of dealing with stress, try not to completely shut yourself off from your family. I know that I've been cooped up in my room for a very, very long time. For the whole of half-term period I was cooped up in my room, but like today I'm spending the entire day with my extended family that I don't really get to see. I'm not stressing about it. I know that today I'm not going to do any revision, but that is fine, because I know that tomorrow I'm going to get some done and I know it's all going to be good. So I'm taking advantage of that. Today, like, I'm, you know, drinking my tea and I'm filming a video. I haven't had time to film a video. Like, when is the time for that? Today is my day off. Today is my day off revision. I'm not worrying about it. It's all good, it's all fine. Another thing that really helps me revise is I've got this like wall calendar. It's just literally a piece of paper with like the month on it, but I've written down when all my exams are and what time and what I'm going to revise on each day. Let me go and grab it for you. So this is it. So I've got all the days of my exams in red. I've got in green what I'm going to revise on each day. And then in blue, I've got things that I'm doing. I mean, I'm obviously filming this in advance because I don't have time for exams. Like today, I'm out all day. And I've written down what I'm going to revise each time. And then like on the 17th, for example, I'm at a wedding, so I know that I'm not going to be able to revise that day. And then I'm writing down what I'm doing afterwards. Like, it's my friend's birthday, it's my dad's birthday. And so doing this, I can see on the wall, like I can look at it and go, okay, like, this is what I am doing for today, like this is my plan. So I'm really glad I have this. It means I can also look at everything and see what I'm doing. I've also got my exam timetable pinned up on the back of my door, which I think everyone should do. And make sure you take a photo of it as well, so you can save it on your phone, so when you go to exams you know what seat number you're in and you know what room you're in. I have to go, so this is going to wrap it up. Study with Jess on YouTube, she is so helpful. I bought her book as well, it's like sat over there, and she's just really useful at like calming you down and giving you advice on like how to study and like her study routines and everything she does like that. So her stuff is a lot more cohesive than any of my ramblings are. But yeah, so this has just been a very mishmashed video of kind of how I revise, things I do to deal with revising, and how I have my breaks from revision. I'm so excited to see my family, I really am. Like, I love them, so I love them to pieces. If you have any specific questions about anything I've said in this video or any advice you want me to give, then like leave a comment below and I will do my best to answer it. I love you all so much, and I really hope you have an amazing day. Try not to get too stressed. Try to spend some time, you know, for yourself. Drink your tea. With that being said, I am going to love you and leave you. I hope you've all had an amazing day, and I will see you hopefully next Monday with another video. Bye. Hello?
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, they can't see that I've undone my jeans.